Hey guys, MCU Collector here with another figure review. Next up is the Medicom Toy Mafex, the DC Comics Batman Hush Catwoman number 123. So if you watched my blue Batman Mafex reissue figure all the way to the very end, you would have caught me saying that I've got other characters to review: Catwoman, Harley Quinn, Huntress, and Poison Ivy. I'm going to go through these videos pretty quickly. I got to catch a flight, and I'm going to spread out these videos through the week as I will be in Vegas for the remainder of the week for work, so I can't do videos. And then I am flying out to Alaska next week, so I won't be able to do videos then either. So I want to be able to have some content for you. So I'm going to do these 4 videos. They're going to be pretty quick, and then each day a new video will come. So I'm trying to catch up on some of these figures. I've had them for a while, but now that I got the Batman, finally I can kind of go through these real quick. I'll just show the accessories, go over the articulation, and then compare with like Batman, and that's going to be it. So quick videos. Probably pretty short if I don't ramble on and talk too much like I already do, which I'm already doing. But anyway, Catwoman is in stock right now at BigBadToyStore.com, so link in the video description below. Shout out to them for sending this out so I can review for you guys. It's been a while, but now we've got it, and I'm very excited for Catwoman specifically because Selina Kyle does have a pretty important role when it comes to the Batman Hush storyline. So let's go ahead and check it out. We got the Batman Hush logo there. You got the Catwoman figure, and then at the back of the box you can see kind of posed out, and you can see we get a couple of different head sculpts, and she's got kind of the whip there and all that good stuff. So let's go ahead and open it up. Let's take a closer look. Okay, so here is the Catwoman figure out of the package. So we'll quickly go through everything. So we got the whip on there. It's just this little, like, rubber, or not rubber, it's just plastic. It's not formed in any way. There's no bendy wire in it, unfortunately. Bendy wire would have been really cool. But unfortunately, you can't pose it out. Can you? No, as you can see, it's kind of forming back. Oh, but it comes apart. Oh, so that's how you can kind of... Oh, look at that. That's interesting. Bendy wire would have been better, probably. So you can kind of... you can kind of make it out different ways. Now the whip action that I got going here probably makes a little bit more sense. So that is actually pretty cool that they have that there. I wish it was bendy wire because I think that would have been better. So we have Catwoman here. She comes with 3 total head sculpts. So we have here where her face is kind of fully exposed there, and her goggles are up there on her forehead, and then we get kind of this angry face, and we'll get in for closer looks at that, and then kind of the straight relaxed face there. We get a swappable torso. Now I don't know the significance of this belt that she's wearing, so you guys will have to let me... Oh, because that's the whip. Duh. So if she has the whip in her hand, obviously she's not going to use this torso, but if she's doesn't have the whip in her hand, you're going to use this torso, and we'll swap that out a little bit later. In terms of hands, she just has these like relaxed hands out of the package. I already put one of the grip hands on there. You get the whip grip hands there. Then you get the wide open hands here. Then you get the clawed hands here. And then you've got finger pointing hands here, and then you've got a pair of fists as well. So that's what, 1, 2, that's 2, 3, 4, 5 extra sets of hands, which is pretty good. So total 6 total sets of hands. So not too bad. The 2 heads, swappable torso, and the whip. Pretty good. Looking at the figure, not too bad. Proportion wise, her legs are really long. Her body is really small. I'd have to take a look at the artwork to see if that's pretty accurate to the comic. I could tell that this is going to move really well. It's just the proportions that are going to seem a little weird. But otherwise, the figure does look pretty good. Getting her to stand isn't super difficult, although her feet are small and she's got a little bit of the heeled boots on there. So it can be tough in some instances, but otherwise not too bad. Okay, so here's an up-close look at Catwoman. So here we have kind of the angry head sculpt on there. Easily swap them out. You can just pop one off, and then you can get the goggled look on there. That looks good with the translucent. If anything, the goggles maybe look like they sit a little low. Her eyes are kind of high up in there, but that works. And then we got, again, the goggles up version there. And that looks really good. Good paint apps all around. Not too bad. To swap out the torso, we're just going to pull right up there. So you get the upper part that comes apart. A lot of the Mafex figures come apart, though, so it's not anything crazy that you could swap these out. Any figure could really do this. I don't know how many of them just come with these swappable pieces. But, this one does. And then you could just pop that right back on, and there you go. So then she has her whip wrapped around her torso there, and that's really cool. I like that they have that attention to detail there, so that is pretty nifty. So now let's go ahead and jump on over into the articulation. Okay, so Catwoman's articulation, she can look all the way up because that head and that neck, the way it moves, can look all the way up. She can look, ooh, you know what? She can't really look down much. I mean, kind of pointed down, but not a whole lot. And then, of course, a lot of pivot, and you could swivel around. Oh, you know what? Look at that on her neck, this collar piece. This is an actual, like, metal ring in there that actually can move around. That's pretty cool. I didn't notice that before until now. So it's an actual little metal ring there, and that can move around, which, you know, I can't seem to do right now, of course, as we're doing it. So look at that. That's kind of cool. Anyway, back to the articulation, as I, again, ramble on from time to time. The arm, you can get the arm to go out that much. There, you get a full rotation in there. You got the kind of the butterfly joint, although this just seems to be a little floating piece to kind of fill in the gap. But with that shoulder, it allows you to kind of move it up and move it down as needed. Get the arm to go back a little bit and then come forward. You can get some really good crossbody there. You got the upper bicep swivel in there. Double jointed elbow. Gives you just a little over 90 degrees on that elbow. Wrist swivel, and they hinge. It's a ball joint, so you could swivel and hinge any which way you need to do. We get the couple of points of articulation. You got the ball joint waist, and then you got the ball joint at the torso of the diaphragm. So there's not a whole lot of tilt on that diaphragm, but you can swivel a little bit, but you can swivel at the waist as well. So total kind of tilt, she could tilt to her left that much there. It's really all at the waist where you're getting that, and then going the other way that much there, and then leaning back, she can lean back really far, and then crunching forward, you get a fair amount crunching forward there, not the most, but you get a little bit in there. Drop down hips, so you could drop down the hips that much there, as you could see, and you could do full on splits, which is awesome. She can kick forward very, very high. The leg does go back quite a ways. You get some thigh twist in there, not a huge amount, but you get some. Double jointed knee gives you that much bend there. Let's see, you got the ankle swivel, foot hinges down, only a little bit of hinge up, toe articulation. Not the greatest toe articulation because of the design of the boots. There's some, but it's not a whole lot. And then you get some pivot in that ankle as well. So that is the articulation for Catwoman. So to close it out, let's go ahead and do a comparison with some other Batman Hush characters, more specifically, Batman. Okay, so here we have it. We've got Catwoman and we've got Batman there. And I guess if you want to kind of stick with the black color theme, if you've got the black suit version of Batman, that kind of looks a little bit better together. But this is the reissue of the 105 blue Batman that just became in stock at Big Bad Toy Store. So now you'll be able to get your hands on both of these if you're looking to pick up. There's been various different other figures for Batman Hush that have come out as well, such as the Riddler, such as Scarecrow, there, such as Joker as well. So lots of Batman Hush characters released in the Mafex line, which is pretty awesome. The Selina Kyle Catwoman, I'm really liking it. Hopefully you guys like it too. Let me know down in the comments below if you already have it or if you're looking to pick it up. Again, Big Bad Toy Store has her in stock right now. Link in the video description below. Give me your guys' thoughts on it. Again, I've said it in a bunch of these Mafex videos lately. Is I love it when Mafex, does these very specific comic storylines, so you can get all these character designs from a very specific storyline. I think it's awesome. There's a bunch for Batman Hush, so I'm really liking it. I'm pretty caught up at this point. The only one that I'm missing that I cannot get my hands on is going to be a Nightwing figure, because I have at least Hush on pre-order and then Robin on pre-order, and I have all the others. So pretty cool. There's Catwoman. You guys give me your thoughts down in the comments below. If you guys like this video, please do me a favor, hit that thumbs up button, subscribe if you haven't already done so, and as always, thank you for watching, and stay tuned because the next one up is going to be Harley Quinn.